Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to the Colorado Rockies as we move between Season 4 and Season 5 of our reign at the club. And well, today we're going to begin with our end of season awards, see who has who's won all the gongs for the previous season, and then we will be playing through until spring training as we look to try and strengthen to find a way to beat those bloody Dodgers who are they're just different class, aren't they? So what we'll do is we'll head off to the end of season awards. When we come back, we'll find out who it is that has been crowned World Series champions, and then we'll move in through the offseason. We'll see if Sergilio wins the MVP of the National League. He's got to be a chance. Who the Golden Glove winners are, the Silver Sluggers, all that kind of fun stuff. And of course, free agency and arbitration. It's going to be a packed episode. We're going to have to make some tough decisions, I think, as we try and build a team that can even get close to the Dodgers. So, yeah, I'll see you back after the end of season awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Colorado Rockies end of season awards. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You're too kind. Well, what have we got to do to win this friggin' World Series? It's unbelievable. They are just a little bit too good for us, those LA Dodgers, aren't they? But we'll get there eventually. Even if it takes us into Out of the Park Baseball 22, we will get there, I guarantee it. I can't guarantee it, but hopefully we'll get there anyway. But the players did put up a very, very brave, gallant effort this season, and I do think we need to thank them for their efforts with a big round of applause. Boys, we'll get them next year. Well done. The first award this evening is for the pitcher with the most wins, and, well, this guy was good, but at the same point, I'm going to say a little bit disappointing for me. But, 15 wins is 15 wins. So well done, Shohei Ohtani. The next award is for the batters. It is the man with the highest batting average. And this guy, he led the National League with an average of .335. He was, one of the stars of the team without a doubt. And the man with the highest batting average is, of course, first baseman Evan White. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the man hit most by pitchers. And, well, another guy that was maybe ever so slightly disappointing this year. And unfortunately, the pitchers couldn't knock any form into him. He was hit 10 times this season. So congratulations for the Golden Bullseye winner, Ryder Jones. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the man that drags us down, the man who has hit into the most double plays. And, well, this guy, it's difficult to give him too much of a hard time because he's been superb for us. But 18 times he hit into a double play this season. So the Golden Anchor goes to the catcher, Christian Vasquez. The next award is the Golden Boot, awarded to the pitcher who has issued the most walks. And, well, we've already seen this guy up here tonight. He issued 69 walks through the season. The Golden Boot goes to Shohei Ohtani. The next award is the Golden Glasses, awarded to the hitter who struggles to see the ball and has missed it the most and struck out the most. And the winner this year with 161 strikeouts. It's a new winner. It's not Baez, it's Brendan Rodgers. The next award is the Golden K, awarded to the pitcher with the most strikeouts. So this is normally, of course, the Robbie Ray Award, but his injury this year has opened the door for another pitcher to take home the trophy. And the man that has done that with 186 strikeouts he's winning everything, it's Shohei Ohtani. The next award is the Golden Broom, awarded to the man who sweeps clean the bases, the man with the most RBIs. And the winner this year was nothing short of superb for us, 130 RBIs. The winner is, of course, Andy Sergilio. Next up, it is the award for the pitcher with the best ERA. And this guy has been in our bullpen for a number of seasons now. He just gets the job done. Very, very reliable. We missed him in the postseason. An ERA of 3.12. The winner is Jorge Alcala. next award is for the most home runs hit this season. And, well, this year it was a new club record. 53 home runs, a magnificent effort. And the man with that effort is, of course, the man, the myth, the legend that is Andy Sergilio. And now it is time to award the horse's ass, usually given to this season's worst player, but a little bit different this season. They're really, really pissing me off. So the horse's ass goes to the LA Dodgers. Would you just go away and let us win, Dodgers? Go away. Look, Ohtani, I know you wanted the horse's ass, mate, but you're winning all the pitchers awards. I can't go and give you the horse's ass as well. Well, keep trying next year, mate. It's yours. Alright, the next award is for Best Pitcher. Now, as is the case every season, there is a formula we use to determine this. That, along with all tonight's winners, is listed down in the description for you. But in third place, with a score of 23.14, is Ohtani, and you wanted the horse's ass. In second place, with a score of 26.6, is Jorge Alcala. But the winner of this season's Best Pitcher, a surprise I've got to say, 28.02, the Best Pitcher is Ty Tice. And now it is time to award the best hitter, the talent in the team, as it would turn out. And again, there is a formula we use to determine this, and again, that is listed down in the description. In third place, with a score of 45.26, is Brendan Rodgers. And it was always going to be a race in two, wasn't it? In second place, with a score of 94.56, is Evan White. And that, of course, means the winner, with a staggering score of 102.27, is Andy Sergilio. And now it is time to award the Golden All-Star for this season's MVP. And, well, there could only be one, couldn't there? He has been absolutely magnificent for us. It's his first full season in Major League Baseball, I believe, as well, only having come in about halfway through last season. So the Golden All-Star, it is, of course, Andy Sergilio. So there we go. Congratulations to Andy and the rest of the winners. It's been a fantastic season. The playoffs, maybe not so much. And the players have worked really, really hard. But we go again. We work hard in the off-season, and we come back, and we do try and take down those bastards from LA next season. Thank you to everybody watching in the auditorium. Thank you for you watching at home. I look forward to seeing you all back again next season as we try for a fifth time to win a World Series. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. So there we go, end of season awards are done for the year, and I think Andy Sergilio, he had to be our player of the season, didn't he? There was nobody else, Evan White perhaps, but he was sensational. And the Dodgers did indeed go on to win the World Series. They went to Game 7, but they did get there, so I think we will say we're officially the second best team, because obviously we would have beaten the Astros and the Phillies as well. And that is that. Now let's have a quick look here. We've got a little bit of decisions to make. The first one is Marquez. We've got an option on him, $16 million. I think we're going to take up that option. The main reason being, as a worst case scenario, we're going to try and trade him. So we will take up that option. So yes. The bad news is Jackie Bradley has decided to leave us. So yeah, that was unexpected. Maybe a bit of a loss. I mean, he batted really well 2 seasons ago. Last season, maybe not so much. But yeah, that does change my thoughts and plans a little bit. In terms of the owner goals, well, we can see what we did last season. The next season, achieve a winning record, acquire a power hitter, increase the attendance, bring more of the draft. So it's exactly the same as it was this year, really. Is what it is. Budget we have, we'll check that in just a second, but that looks as though it's roughly the same. We've got a lot of personnel places to fill. The main reason for that is, well, just I went through, checked everybody we wanted to keep. We could do better, so we'll see what we can do there. And of course, we've got this top prospects list. Do we have anybody there? No, we do not. So that's always disappointing. Off-season begins. Arbitration period begins. So let's go straight to that and see what we can do. Kawhi, yes, we want to try and keep him if we can. Lambert, I think we do want to try and keep him. If for nothing else, he would be very tradable, wouldn't he? So we'll do that. That's fine. Alcala, surprisingly, how good he pitched last season when you look back and look. So we'll try and keep him. Of course, Jacob Patterson, it's not too much money, so we'll probably try and keep him. Ty Tice, pitcher of the year. Didn't see that coming, but he was not good in the postseason, but very good before that. Frumba Valdez, 2.3 for a bullpen pitcher is getting up there, but it is what it is. Wyman, we've already decided we're going to let him go. Junior Fernandez, I do think we want to keep him. Brendan Rodgers, I do think we want to keep him. And Hampson at 4.8 is starting to get expensive for a utility player. He batted 282. He does do well when he comes in, so maybe we do probably want to keep him. Jackie Bradley is leaving. Oh, Santazella is leaving. He's a pending free agent. I didn't notice that. What's he want? $8 million. I'm going to have to think about that as well. I missed that. I didn't realize he was coming up for free agency. His last two seasons haven't been great. Do we want to spend $8 million on someone that we've seen hasn't quite managed to do it 2 years in a row? Though he did have a WAR of 2.6. And we know that Tapia, we're going to let him go because he's just a little bit too much. And then we'll go through and get all these minor league guys off camera because that is tedious AF. Some sackings there. And, there we go. That is everything. We will be back. What's next up will be the Major League Baseball Awards, I think, won't it? So we'll be back to see who the Golden Glove winners are. We have breaking news out of the Colorado Rockies as the club complete a trade with the LA Dodgers, sending shortstop Javier Baez to Hollywood and getting pitching prospect Spencer Jones in return as GM Aussie Villain looks to rebuild his lineup. So there we go, we have begun the rebuild. Javier Baez has left us. We've sent him off to the Dodgers. The reason I've done this, I'll show you who's going to play shortstop for us next season, hopefully. But the reason we've done this is because we don't need his home runs anymore because we have White and we have Sergilio who can hit home runs. David Dahl can as well. And he was only batting .248. Yes, he's a very good defensive shortstop, but hopefully when you see what we're going to be doing, you will agree with this. So that frees up $17 million. And the player that we've got in for him, it's this man here. It's Spencer Jones. Now, he is the number 36 prospect. He is a starting pitcher. OSA ratings have him slightly higher than what our head scout does. But you can see a very potentially decent starting pitcher for us. I don't think he's necessarily going to be ready for this season, but this is a bit more of a long-term view to this trade. And, of course, he is also a very, very good first baseman as well. Not quite the bat that, he will never be a starting first baseman, but he could turn into a useful pinch hitter as well. So sort of like a second Ohtani almost. So we'll see how he gets on. We'll obviously give him some time in spring training, but I think it could long term, maybe not for this season, but certainly 2-3 seasons down the line, it could prove to be a decent piece of business, I think. Now, the player that's going to be coming in to play shortstop for us, and it's maybe slightly ahead of plan. But 2 seasons ago, we drafted Tamar Johnson. He's 19 years old. He is very, very good defensively, as good, if not better defensively than what Baez was. And, he doesn't quite have the bat. It is a different sort of bat. But again, we don't necessarily need the power. I think he could be, maybe even down the line, a good leadoff guy. Now, you can see he's been playing the low A, like really low standards. But OSA and our head scout both say he's just about there. So we're going to take a risk on him, and if he comes off, well then we've done a fantastic piece of business. If he doesn't, then I'll look very silly, won't I? And we'll have a hole in our lineup. But I think he could do it. I really, really do. Now let's have a look at the Golden Glove winners. We can see the winners here for the for the American League. So those are all those names. And if you have a quick look at the for our league, we did get Christian Vasquez the Golden Glove, so that's really, really good to see. He's the only one, though. No, it's not his first Golden Glove. Oh, no, this is his first Golden Glove. So well done to him. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Now, a quick update too of the finances. I meant to do that earlier on. We can see that we have $48 million now to spend on free agents, $38 million to spend on extensions. So we have a little bit of spending power to go and strengthen. That was the other, obviously, upside to getting rid of Baez. And again, that whole thing relies on the fact that Johnson's going to come off. Hopefully he does. Anyway, next up, it is the Reliever of the Year award. Let's see if Ty Tice or maybe Doyle can get that one. So Archie Bradley wins the best reliever for the National League. It is Edwin Diaz of the Dodgers. Ty Tice came in fourth. So well done to him. But there we go. He is not quite able to get the job done there. Next award, it is the Platinum Sticks. Surely Sergilio and Evan White are going to get some gongs there. All right, now before we get to the golden, what are we doing? The Platinum Sticks or the golden, what's the Silver Sluggers? We have got ourselves a new hitting coach. Our previous hitting coach retired, so we had to get a new one. So the Atlanta Braves had let their hitting coach go, so we've gone and snapped him up. An excellent reputation. So we've got him on a 3-year deal. Hopefully he'll do a good job for us. He's won 2 World Series as a hitting coach, so let's hope he can bring that sort of success over to us now. Of course, hitting has never really been a weak point of ours in any case. But here are the Silver Sluggers. Vlad Jr. winning first base there, or the other positions. And, of course, if we go and have a quick look at our National League, Ohtani, maybe unsurprisingly, was the pitcher. First time he's won it. That's surely not quite right. Vasquez, so we got the... I'm happy my boy Blue won it, but how has Evan White not won that? Vasquez wins a second Silver Slugger at catcher, which is amazing. What a revelation he's been behind the plate for us. A Lux at second base, which is fair enough. Third base went to Bryant. Shortstop, left fielder, right fielder. So Sergilio did get it for right field. I think that's a first Silver Slugger for him as well. So well done to Andy Sergilio. Next award is Rookie of the Year. I don't know if we had any rookies this year. So Rookie of the Year for the American League is Kyle Stowers. We can see him there, a right fielder. He's no Sergilio, but he's not too bad, is he? And for the National League, it went to Garrett Crockett, a starting pitcher. Yeah, we'll have him actually. It's Cardinals, if you wouldn't mind trading him to us. What a player he looks to be. So yeah, that is... Could we trade him, I wonder? Did we have anybody? Kalina was apparently a rookie, so he's come in there. It was that fourth as well, so well done to him. Next award is Manager of the Year. I mean, we did okay, but I don't think Bruce has quite done enough this season. So the Houston manager wins it for the American League, and I'm assuming, yeah, the Dodgers managers won it for our league, which is, it's difficult to argue, isn't it, really? Next up, it is the Cy Young Award. I am, skeptical that we'll be anywhere near that. So Blake Snell has won the Cy Young for the American League. Jacob deGrom, who of course we did temporarily have this time last season, he came in third. Let's have a look at exactly what sort of season he had. So an ERA of 3.51. He pitched a lot of innings. He did roughly what you'd expect Jacob deGrom to do, I think, didn't he? But yeah, as I said, he's on a lot of money. I still think we did the right thing there, even if maybe it cost us in the short term. And for our league, it is Bueller, of course, who won Game 1, didn't he, of our series against them in the playoffs. Yeah, unsurprisingly, there was no one there for us. Look at that, they have Clayton Kershaw there as well. Final award is MVP. Sergilio's got to be a chance, but you'd imagine maybe he's got to go to one of the Dodgers guys who went on and won the World Series. MVP! MVP, we did it! Andy Sergilio has been crowned the MVP for the National League. Well done to you, sir. He beat out Bellinger, he beat out Lux, he beat out Soto of the Nationals as well. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. What a season he had. He is the MVP for 2023. I'm really... I think that's the first time we've ever had an MVP, isn't it? I don't think we've had one before. What a star he is. That is magnificent stuff. Love that. Really, really, really do love that. The American League, it went to Vlad Jr. I wonder if we could get him in. What would it take? What would it take, Toronto? Make it work now. No, not going to happen. Okay. Anyway, there we go. So that is all the Major League Baseball awards. The big, big winner here, Andy Sergilio, is the MVP. Okay, arbitration hearings have taken place. Let's have a look and see how we did here. Brendan Rodgers has been awarded the $12 million that we wanted to give him, not the 13 odd that he wanted. Fromber Valdez has got a little bit more than we wanted, but I guess that's okay. Hampson got the 4.8 that we offered him. Junior Fernandez, the player finally agreed to team offer. Okay, so that's fine. So we didn't have to end up going to arbitration, so that's fine for him. Kawhi got what we wanted to give him, which is good. Jacob Patterson, now that's the good Patterson. He got what we wanted to give him. Alcala agreed the 1.7, so that's good. Ty Tice got a little bit more than what we had offered, but again, he was really, really good for us out of the bullpen last year. Lambert's on 5.1 now, which is maybe more than we ideally would want. Couple of the AAA guys that are kicking up a bit of a stink. But there we go. Free agencies tomorrow. Let's see who it is that's available. Okay, so free agency has happened. Let's have a look here. There's no one I don't recognize. I don't know if I should be able to recognize these names. Actually, I don't know if they're players that should have come up on shortlist before. I mean, he's decent as a first baseman, but of course we have Evan White, so we're in no need of a first baseman. We've got a second baseman, a third baseman, a shortstop, a left fielder, and a center fielder, so there's not too much there, it looks like. The Major League free agencies, let's have a look here. So we've got a right-handed starting pitcher. I mean, the problem with this, they're all old, aren't they? LeMay, could he be somebody perhaps? 20 million isn't the worst. Doesn't have a bad injury record. So potentially, that could be one for us. Rodriguez, Darvish, no. I mean, he's actually quite decent. He's fragile and was 21 million though, so you'd have to say possibly not, though we did start 24 games last year, so maybe he's not quite the worst. We've got a shortstop here. We don't know, he's fragile. We don't want to go. I think we've got to stick to our guns and go with the guy. Now Jackie Bradley wants 11 million. We're not offering Jackie Bradley 11 million, I can tell you that for free. Hicks, so we don't need closers. Flaherty. Now I recognize that name. He's 28. He wants 20 million. I mean, he has been really good. Last season, though, he wasn't. Now, is there a reason that he wasn't? Because previously, look at that whip. He has been absolutely incredible. So why was last season so bad for him? I wonder, it's only 28 as well. I wonder if he's worth taking a stab at. And we've got the other two there. Max Muncy, of course, who broke our hearts, didn't he, in the playoff game. But, yeah, 24 million, we're not going to be paying that. I'm wondering if Flaherty might be worth a... We'll have to think about that one, won't we? Let's get all players up here, see what we've got. Edwin Diaz. Now, so the Dodgers have lost a few. Maybe there's a chance, but Jack Flaherty, that's the one I'm looking at and thinking, could he be our man? We could possibly do with a center fielder now as well. Though, of course, as a reminder, we do have Heron, who I've kind of just called in. He's not as good rating-wise there, but his actual defensive ratings aren't too bad. Now, I don't really understand the difference, but while they're all in the 60s, while that's 45, obviously it could be for left field, I suppose. But, yeah. So I'm not completely worried about center field. It is pitching that we need to work on. Yeah, this could be interesting. Okay, guys, well, it had been my intention to do this all in one episode as I normally would do, but turns out we have a very busy off-season, and if I had done this in one episode, we would have been looking at sort of 45, 50-minute episode, which is, it's a little bit too long, isn't it? Let's be honest. So we're going to leave it here. We'll be back for part 2 of the off-season as regularly scheduled on Friday, yeah, well, there's a lot that happens, which is why we had to do it in 2 parts. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, hit thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Apologies, we couldn't quite get through the entire off-season in one episode, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait. Take care.